Yo, what is up guys, it is Alex here, Breakdown, and welcome back to my garden. And I am here with some canna lilies. As you see, we've got the flowers here and we've got these dead ends. So what I'm going to do, take these dead seed pods.
I'm planting my seeds and I'm growing my dreams and I'm planting my garden. Gotta do what I need, gotta do what I need. Said I'm planting my seeds while I'm growing my dreams. Blackberries and black cherries and sweet peaches all ripe. I'm growing land. Strawberries and blueberries and we're doing alright. I'ma stay where I stand.
Alright, so I've got this pot here. I've got these seeds. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take probably 3 or 4 of them. Since I've got this specific pot, it's about 18 inches wide, maybe a little bit bigger. But what I'll do, I'm just gonna plant them. Because these things, from what I have experienced, are highly potent spreaders. But this is how dense the canna lilies have gotten. Over the last 2-3 years have grown very dense. Side profile to see just how wide it's gotten. It used to just be like that, and now it's all the way out there. All right, I got a little ahead of myself. Forgot to give some water. On them and one of them fell. Word. These didn't have too many ants on them. There's another ripe one in that cluster right there. Always want to check them for ants. Yesterday while I was working, I acquired these 2 chairs and that little table in the middle. So I made this little space. And I also acquired this rocker, but I need to replace a washer right here. As this came out and the bolt goes straight through. So I need to get a washer to fix that. But from here I have a pretty nice view. I've got my garden right there. And then I got the passion fruits right there, which is nice. Update on the jalapenos, they're doing great. This plant still is doing amazing. You got this tomato plant in the middle, and then this plant over here is caught up and is doing amazing. This is a special variety, Mr. Stripey tomato. This is a cucumber. But this thing has produced 1 fruit, I think. Other than that, it's not done anything but just grow here. But it's here. And you got this little tiny jalapeno plant that has a jalapeno about the size of the whole plant. These cow horns here, I have grown only this year and I've been loving them. They're basically as hot as the jalapeno pepper because of their size. It ends up giving you more heat than the jalapeno, but they're supposed to be less on the Scoville scale. But to me, they're hotter just because of their size, so they have a lot more actual heat at the end of the day. But just look at the size of this plant. Like, here's my hand for comparison. It's just growing. It's got these 2 branches right here that are just going and going and going. But I hope to grow it as a perennial this year instead of it being an annual. So I either want to dig it up and put it in a pot, or I want to take this entire area and build an enclosure around it so I can kind of greenhouse it and insulate the hell out of it and keep it growing for the entire winter. Not exactly growing, but keep the roots growing so that it doesn't die off and so that it'll regrow next year.
It's breakdown. Yo, Blank, you feel it? Chili cow I get caught in the trance, grab my hand, somebody save me. You're picking my heart, what's the plan? I paid your bills and all that's crazy. But I got shit in return, I'm an alcoholic, that I learned. And the thought of you, it burns, but I don't regret it, and that's for sure.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying having this little spot that I made up the other day. Started my new job. I think I set this up yesterday or the day before. Got off work today and I was like, yo, I'm coming out here. I made me a couple of drinks and I've been hanging out. It's been nice, it's been fun. I got some of that stuff in the background to look at. I got my little pond right here to look at. I'm nestled up into this big tree with the grate and the canna lilies all zoomed in. Bam, that's better. Behind me you got canna lilies, chicken coop, you got corn, but you got that bed right behind me. That's my favorite garden bed. I love that garden bed. This guy has been a bit of a dickhead, so I'm gonna actually get him out of here soon and move him down to a different chicken pen. And the nice thing about the pen that we're going to be putting him in is he will actually have room to move around. It'll be much bigger than that one. There's also going to be a chicken yard that he's going to have access to. And I'm going to try to put a garden in it so that, one, there's plants in there for him to fertilize, but two, those plants are going to go into feeding him whenever they're ready to harvest. But they're also going to attract bugs and all kinds of different stuff for him to munch on while it's all growing. So it's going to be a functioning ecosystem. And so he will have this entire space out here all the way up to where that tree is. And then this will be a part of his actual enclosure. Goes to that gate and then it's going to be squared off to over here and then ran straight to this post.
My back no matter what's the weather.